you go through it, but you get to play navigator.
Okay.
Well, unless you want to be captain and be in charge of all of us.
I think I'm okay with navigator.
All right.
Okay,
So you haven't seen this game or heard about it or played it at all, right?
Nope.
Okay. Because you're navigator, first thing you need to do is come over here to the map. We got to change your brush size. So go to your vector paint.
Vector.
And I think you got green dot as soon as you get all the way in. Yeah, over here to the map. And then
to the map.
Yeah. So then click on your vector map so you got your little paintbrush, but you're going to have a huge dot. Just hit your minus sign next to your backspace until it goes down to the smallest dot possible. That way you can put a dot on here without it being really huge.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit tired and lost. What happened?
She's old? Wait, what? Did I hear that correctly?
I'm
Or am I
tired
sleeping
and lost. I'm lost.
okay.
Lost
What
already?
is happening? Yeah.
So over on your, you got your grab and yours. Go to your vector paint. Vector paint. Your brush.
Oh, duh.
Go to your brush. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Definitely
now
Saturday.
Now it's really big, so you need to make it really small.
Okay, like this.
So hit your minus button, not the one on your keypad though, because that one doesn't seem to work. And that'll make it as small as possible. Then you can put little dots on. Okay. So the biggest thing for you is to keep track of where we're at. And when Mahula tells us he's our first officer, I'm the captain, Bob's the chief engineer. And we're in charge of, if you come over here to your crewman, you can go back to your pointer one. You have 4 crewmen, okay? You actually have 8, but you only see 4 at a time. So what signifies that is each crewman has 3 things they can do, and they're signified by these 3 circles right above that particular crewman. Okay?
Okay.
And I'll get into the markers here in a minute. You have these 4 crewmen that are up top, and then you take this whole thing, you move it down, and you have 4 crewmen that are down below when there's a shift change. Shift change occurs on every 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Okay, and then they become different people. Okay. So right now you have 4 guys. You have a polygon, a square, a triangle, and a circle. Each one of these crewmen do something special. And they have 2 skills. Like your navigator can use the sextant, and he can observe. These 2 guys in the middle, they can use the deck guns. So that's your 88 millimeter and your 20 millimeter deck gun. They are also observer. This guy, Circle, is your cook. So you not only get to navigate, you also get to cook. All right?
Oh boy.
So this is your battle board right here. I went and got some really cool models. So I have transports and German submarine marker.
Oh, look at these little things.
Yeah. So now they're individual. So if you want more than one, you have to copy and paste. And I'm not sure if you have permission to do that.
Oh, it's Battleship. The Battleship guy is nice.
It's actually from Axis and Allies.
Oh.
So, this is your grill right here. So what you do is you can get 3 food.
Wow.
It'll pop up here in a second. Okay. You've got ham. You've got lemon. And you've got lemon. So what there is there's onions, there's tuna, potatoes, ham, lemons, eggs, and bread. Okay. Now, if you look over here, over by your map, there's this chart. right here. These are your things that you can do. It also helps. It's a reference chart for the navigator. This tells you right here what you can make out of what you just pulled out of your box. And it's kind of hard to read, so let me know if you can't make out the symbol.
Okay.
I couldn't get a really clear picture of it, but basically this whole game evolves around morale. So if you make a 3-token meal, you will increase morale by 1. If you only make a 1-token meal, you will lose morale. Okay? So you don't want any 1-token meals. You want 3 tokens. 2 tokens don't do
Got
anything.
it.
No bread
Okay.
and water.
Right. Now, at the beginning of the game, you get to fill all 6 spots.
Splots.
All 6
Oh, that
spots.
sucks. Look at all the lemons.
Look at all the lemon. All
Just
right,
lemony.
so the lemon is considered a bad thing. You have to, when you're making your meal, you have to pick lemon. Have to. So you have 4 plates down here. So right now, with this configuration, we are having a single token meal because you have to take all 3 lemons and place them on the plates.
You have to serve the lemon.
You have to, lemons have to be taken every single time. That's the rule of the cook.
Well,
Okay?
life gives you lemons, junkie.
Yes, life gives you lemons. Now, so then you'd have to pick between ham and tuna. Since you got tuna, I would pick tuna. So we're just going to have canned tuna. Well, boy. So that's not very good. So, but we will, I think I can put these back in. No, come on.
Phil?
There we go. Yep. Then I can drop them in. Okay. All right. So that'll stay, that randomly pulls them out of there. So at the beginning of the game, you can grab your 6 meals. Technically, you have to pick, once you have all 6 up, they have to be next to each other in order for you to use them for combinations in a group of 3. So you couldn't take like the top one, the one that right below it, and then this one over here in the corner. It wouldn't work. Because it'd have to be these 3, these 3, these 3. Okay. So when you first get them, when you first get your first 3, you got to really look at it and group them accordingly so you can kind of pre-plan your meal. Okay. So that's the food. And you don't do anything unless I order it. Okay. Because on my captain's track, I have order tokens and morale tokens. And as I give orders, the morale decreases with the more orders I give. So you don't want to just, you can't do anything unless the captain orders you to do it. It's Germany and I'm in charge, and just get used to it.
Nice.
Okay.
This is a battle computer right here, and it's really useful. Okay. I will tell you what course we're going. The engineer will set course, and the helmsman will actually, no, you set speed, don't you, Bob? Yeah. The engineer set speed. So, and then the first officer will set course, and he has helmsman for that. But you need to keep track of where we're going and how we're getting there. And what will happen is Mahula will tell us what sectors there's enemy contact in. So he'll say like Alpha November 65. And then you can turn around and put a blue dot or something there. So you know, it doesn't matter what color it is, that's entirely up to you. So you know that's enemy. Okay?
Enemy.
You can use a different color for us. And then what we have to do is then you take this thing and say we're in 95 here. Okay, you spin this to where 0 is at top, and you put 95 on our dot, and you'd go, okay, if we want to go to where you have your green phalanx symbol,
Yes.
we'd have to go in about direction 300. So we'd have to set course for 300 to navigate that direction.
So, so I put this on top of where we're currently at?
Correct. So you see that little dash right in the middle of it?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay. That would be like if this was our dot for where we were at, if this symbol, you just normally have one dot. You'd put it on the dot. And then what I would do is I would do something like this. I would use your line marker and go, okay, we're in Yeah, I don't know how come it doesn't erase. Yeah, there you go. All of them. But that's all right.
Click.
Say we're in 95 and we want to go to 44. I'd draw a line and then grab this because it's a lot easier to see it
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah,
position
yeah.
it. And then you can go, oh yeah, we want to be about course 310 because that'll get us in that direction of going to here. Okay. So then you would tell me, I tell you I want to go to AN 19 and you'd go, okay, you need to set course for 310. And then we'd set a heading of 310. You type in 310 over here and, or not
Right.
direction. Yeah. Direction, right?
Heading.
Or heading. Yeah. So that signifies when you look at this, you'll see, hold on, let me do bearing.
Bilbato,
out of the
is
way.
Captain
Okay.
Adonis in charge?
So you see on this thing,
I saw what
there's
happened
a
to
little
the
U-boat
Kerbals.
symbol right here with the yellow arrow. This is our firing arc that we can fire our torpedoes between 30 degrees. Well, it's 30 degrees on both sides of the front of the boat. We also have one aft torpedo that can fire backwards. So it also has a 30-degree firing arc behind us. This is the direction our boat is currently traveling. That's that heading 310. Okay. Once we make contact and we find somebody, and I'll help you with this, we will get bearing and course from the enemy, and that'll tell you what direction they're off our bow. So like right now, if they're at 55 degrees bearing, this black arrow points to the direction that they are currently at. So they're on the right side of our boat because we're traveling this way, right, at 310. And the arrow's pointing to something over here. Okay. Now, once you change the course, say it's course 90, they're traveling. You see this yellow direction, this yellow arrow? That's the
Bilbato,
direction the
LOL.
contact's traveling. So they're above us here, but they're traveling across us. Okay. That's how this battle computer works. What we need to do is get the firing angle right on the ship. And that's where this battle map comes from. I know this is a lot of info, but like I said, I'll help you. So basically, if you take the ship and you turn it, and they're going 90 degrees, and we are going this direction, okay, right? So that kind of coincides with our battle computer. We're traveling this direction, and they're traveling this direction, and they're about straight north of us. So that's about right. And then each square is a nautical mile. So then the navigator will tell you they're 3 nautical miles out or 4 nautical miles. So right there would be 1, 2, 3 nautical miles. So when you look at the battle map, this is actually a representation of what it is. So in order for us to hit these guys, we would need to turn our sub like that, right? So we could hit them because they're traveling that direction. So we would want to change our course, our heading, to probably 0. And then when it moves the battle computer, and then you'll get a new bearing, and they'll be bearing 0 also. We'll be pointed right at them. You follow me? And then in the firing arc of the torpedo, that's going to hit them. Follow me? Now, just say yes.
Yes.
But what's
she'll
gonna
be
happen
okay
is-
once we start.
Zanfen GMR.
Once
Hi.
we start, yeah. So don't worry too much about this. We'll help you. That's not a problem. I don't know if I can erase my marks.
Alright, so I'm streaming. We got Bilbeto and Zan on. Hi, guys.
All right.
Gentlemen.
I don't know why we can't get rid of that dot.
Gentle women.
And
hello.
yes.
It wasn't addressing to you. Navigator.
Yes, we're talking to
Here's
the
a
audience. We have a gentle junkie.
man. Yes.
A gentle junkie.
Gentle
What?
junkie. All right.
Got it.
So-
I erased it.
No, did you?
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
All right. So one of the things of your four guys are observers. Okay. So when you come to the middle of the board here, you've got our submarine. Okay.
Bilbato. Hi all.
And this is
That
the
doesn't
top
look
deck of our
complicated
submarine,
at all.
and this is inside the submarine. Okay. So right now I've got my two torpedo men
Shoot.
at the front of the boat where the torpedoes are at, I've got my captain in the control room where the periscope is at, and then I don't remember what that guy does. What does he do? He is my my battle computer guy. So he has to be in there. Yeah.
Hello, computer.
Hello. He's my TDC. He's the one that
Oh,
calculates
TDC.
the actual shot. Yeah.
Hey, Bilbetto, was that sarcasm? Doesn't look complicated.
Your guys are observers, so you want to have your guys out on the weather deck, and that's up here. So you can take each one of your guys and move them up here to start with. And have them
that was sarcasm.
on the deck up here, and they're going to be up there with binoculars looking for convoy ships. So go ahead and move your 4 guys up there. This guy is your navigator, is actually your sextant operator. Oh, I wouldn't move your cook up there because we're going to need him to make a meal. So he needs to be in the galley, which is in the crew's quarters. So you can see on the map here, there's symbols. Crew quarters got the fork and the knife. The engine room has, the engine room has change in speed, and then there's the periscope and battle computer and ballast tanks. So it kind of tells you where stuff's at on the boat itself, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
So we're going to, I would put your 3 guys. I don't think we need the sextant, because the sextant is, if you look, the sextant symbol is on the bridge, which is the conning tower here. So that's a good place for them to be. So I would place all of them up here. And then it looks like the first officer went up there too.
All
right.
of them?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't place your cook. I wouldn't place your cook up there because we need to make a meal. He's the circle. So when you look at your card, you see your cook symbol. He's the cook. Okay. Now when we get into more,
where did my circle go?
Oh, I put him in the galley.
Oh,
already.
okay.
He's right here. So.
His name is Carl.
Carl the cook.
Yes.
Is that with a K?
Cook, huh?
German K, Carl.
Yes.
So when you come back over here to your card, when we play a more advanced version, at watch change, you flip this card over and you get 4 new guys. And they have different skills. We are not going to play that. We're just going to play with this side.
Okay.
So at watch change, all we'll do is slide it down, and then you get 4 new guys, but they're all named the same. You still have Carl the cook. It's his twin brother. So.
Twin brother Carl.
They're all
His
twins.
clone. They're clones.
They're all twins. Clone Carl.
Clone Carl.
Bilbato,
Bob,
there's a
well,
more advanced version.
Bob, you got you guys' placed. Mahula's got his guys placed. All
Well,
right.
the audience asked, is there a more advanced version? I guess they're asking as to what the difference is between we're starting off in easy mode as to how to play it because we're still kind of learning, and so is Junkie and Bob. So just as you go through it, explain a little bit the difference between, like, say, normal and our easy mode.
Sure. One of the biggest things with this game is and Mahula's running it because he's the first officer. There is an app that you have to have on your phone or your iPad or the computer that actually controls all the Allied movement and what happens to us. Like, we'll get maintenance items that Bob, the engineer, will have to fix.
Wait, we're the bad guys?
We're the
Germans.
Yes, we're the Nazis.
Oh no!
Yes.
How un-American!
Didn't you see the other side of the room here? If you zoom out, we got like the Nazi flag flying in the back here.
I thought that was just aesthetic.
That's thematic.
Wait, what?
Okay. We don't have to have that flag.
Oh, I don't care.
We can actually change that to this flag. So now the flag's changed. So now we have the plus.
Where'd you change that?
It's on the captain's marker board.
Oh, that's cool.
I can also turn off the sound and splash. There's the sound.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I can toggle the animations, which I think they were already on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the animations on. I don't like the sound. It gets really annoying. Now there's also the radio. There's also the radio over here. You can hit the radio and you can hear von Hoffman.
Von Hoffman.
Von Adolf von Hoffman. Was magas los? And then we get this nice little gal that sings us a song. And that's all the radio does. All right. I'm not going to explain the other positions, but definitely, I'll help you, Junkie, work with the navigator, because it is kind of a complicated position. But I'm not going to explain the other ones. You can kind of just follow along. So the markers, one of the biggest things I want to explain is the markers before we start. So you have a series of 8 markers over here, Junk, on your board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is an action button or an activation. So when I tell you, I want you to observe for other ships, for convoys and such, you take, for every one of your guys up on the weather deck, you take and you place one of these tokens on each guy, signifying that they are doing one of their skills. And I have activated them, so now they're actively looking for enemy ships. Okay? You only have 3 actions to do, and then when the watch changes and this moves down, you get to clear these up here, and the new guys don't have any.
Okay.
Okay, so at watch change, if we decide to keep these guys observing, you'll have to give them a marker saying that they are now actively doing. Okay, so for right now, because I haven't really given the order, we'll go ahead and do these. And you can just throw them in your trash. It's an unlimited supply right here. If you decide Bob is doing some maintenance, and you decide to go help him, one of your guys, because we don't have any other guys to do it, it's not a skill you can do. So you have to give the person that's helping 2 icons because he's unskilled in order to help. So that only leaves him 1 more spot to do anything. Then you need to give him the green helping icon. So now he is helping Bob repair something. Okay. There are 3 different types of repairs. Green is kind of a minor repair. Yellow, it's a little bit toxic and we need to, get that fixed. And red is like, holy shit, if we don't fix it, it's not going to work. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, those are those. This one is exhaustion. You only get that when the morale gets too high, and I play a card, and one of your guys, it says, oh, your guy is exhausted, then you place an exhaustion icon, and if he has a wound, you got to put a wound icon on him for whatever reason, okay? And then there's the death, killed in action.
Yeah.
Now, this is your observation one. This is one of your skills. So when they're out there observing, you not only have to give them an action icon, you have to give them an observation icon. Okay? Now, once we move watch, any of these other types of symbols will move down to your new guy if they're still doing the same thing as your other guy. So you don't have to place, one up here and one down there. You just place one.
What happens to the guy who's injured?
We have a medic, and I believe the medic is in the first officer's deck. So he has like bandages and shots and ointments and surgery. He gets out a knife and he's got pills. Oh. So depending on what your card says to fix your injury is what you need to get from him. He is also limited on the number of spots or the number of bandages and such that he has. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So I think that's good enough for you to get started. We went ahead and got all of our guys going. Mahula, let's start the mission. And first officer, go ahead and start the mission up. And this is where you got to listen because he's going to read the mission report. And you're probably going to want to mark on your map because he'll give you locations of possible convoys.
All right, so you want to do the
color dot.
You want to do the training mission again?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Oh god. So okay. So first off, I guess everyone's gonna be set on easy because every
Yes,
position can be
please.
set on easy.
Now, are you streaming? Can you stream your app? Are you doing that?
Yeah, it's in the bottom corner
Okay.
of. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if Bilbetto, let me know. Can you read? Yeah, it's big enough to read.
Okay. So the app is what controls everything, and at the beginning, you guys were asking about difficulty. You can set the difficulty right here at the beginning of the scenario. So you can set it on high, medium, or
Bilbetto,
low.
it's readable.
We're going to set it on low. And there's a couple physical game changes you can make to make it easier. For instance, you don't flip the cards at watch change. So, Junkie, I'm going to move this back up to the top because we're all going to start at the top because it's the noon, 12 o'clock watch change, I'm sure, is what our time will actually be.
Okay, doke.
So,
Okay, so we got all that. That's everybody. So let's see. Today's exercise will allow you to review some of the most difficult combat situations at sea. Our forces have set up targets of varying difficulty so you can prove yourself and your crew before embarking on your first combat patrol. That's wrong punctuation. You are starting. Oh no, sorry. Your starting position for this exercise is Alpha November 3-8. The
all right,
easiest.
so give us,
So go ahead and show her where that is on the map.
yep, it's right here. Go ahead and put a dot right there,
Or
right in the center. There we go. Okay, that
Okay.
signifies that's us. So keep your colors different. That's us. All right, go ahead.
okay, go back to the app. The easiest prey is located in quadrants Alpha November 9-3 and Alpha
9-3.
November 6-7.
Okay, 9-3 and 6-7.
Yeah.
Yep.
The lone,
Those are the easy targets.
Yeah.
Should have made them green.
the lone
Soft targets.
soft targets. The lone merchant vessels that you will find there will allow you to train your torpedo attack approaches, and you can also act as target practice for your 88 millimeter. Okay. In quadrant Alpha November 4-9, you will encounter a small shipping group protected by escorts. This will allow you to
Okay.
practice your stealth approaches.
Make this red. 4-9 right here, right where my light. Okay.
And then quadrants Alpha November 3-5 and 3-6 will let you prepare your crew for attacks from the air, including anti-air defense using the 22 millimeter
blue.
gun. And then it says stay away from quadrant AN Alpha November 31. On the other hand, as we have laid a minefield in the area.
Okay, 31 has a minefield. Yep, there you go. So you can, as a navigator, you can pick whatever colors you want, but green, soft targets, red, it's got escorts, blue, air targets. That's the way I look at it.
Let me get my
So-
notepad out.
Yes, right?
Well,
I
you
am
as
definitely
the
gonna forget
navigator,
Yeah,
here's,
yeah.
here's the thing, Junkie. As the navigator, you get to decide. I'm just saying for right now because I'm helping you.
Oh
this
yeah,
will
no,
help
I'm
me out.
saying for me, regardless of what the color is gonna. I should
All right.
probably write
Nein,
it
wir
down.
führen eine Wartung durch.
So, I think, as the captain, we should go after our soft targets first. So we need to go to AN. What is this? 60. No, this was 90 something. Whatever this one is right here, 90. Because we're here.
Yeah, those
we're gonna
are
end up
the
going-
those are the merchant ships without escorts, so they're not going to be
Yes.
fighting back.
Correct. So,
What was the red again?
red was the one that had an escort in it, so it's got somebody that can kill us. That's the one Mahula and I went after, and holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty
Did we-
formidable.
Yeah, there were three. Wasn't there three, or
Well,
just two?
No, it's two merchant ships and one
Two merchants
escort.
and one escort. Yeah. So this is probably going to have one merchant ship in it, but we need to set a course. That's the first thing we need to do. So what I would do is get your line item out, your line to draw a line, and draw a line from here to here, and then we'll grab your. Because I'm just gonna do this to show you how this is done. I mean, obviously it's about in a 175 direction, but Now put it. No, put it. I want it on this one right there. There we go. There you go. Now grab your little round thing here. Okay, it's pointing straight north, which is perfect. Set that thing so it's right on the middle of the square.
Why is that echoing?
There you go. All right. Pretty close. Yeah, that, well, a little up, maybe a little bit. It's going to be close enough that we'll get there. All right. So if that line extended, about what degree do you think it would be?
168.
Okay. So the navigator says to get there, we need to go course 168. So I asked for a course. You gave it to me. I have to move the order track 1 to navigator. Please set course to 168.
And how do I do that?
Not you. That's Mahula.
Well, you said okay.
Yeah. Set course 168.
168.
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen.
Okay, so that means I have 2 helmsmen in section 3, correct? Yes, I do. Which is right here. Just to show everybody in the stream, which means that these guys here, my blue triangle and my blue circle, have the helmsman skill.
And they are in the control room where
They're
they
in
have
the
to be
control
in
room.
order to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then my second order is Bob.
Kurs auf diese
Sir.
Koordinaten setzen.
Set speed to full ahead.
All right, Captain. setting
Zanfen
speed to
GMR.
full ahead.
Mahula kinda low.
All right. And Mahula, make adjustment.
Okay.
Mannschaft auf Position.
Depending on
Beide Maschinen.
All right. Now, one of the other things, Junkie, just for your knowledge, this ruler right here, okay,
Yeah.
this will give you an idea of how many hours it will take to go where we're going. So I'm going to spin this around. You set the ruler so the 0 is on our dot. Okay.
Oops.
And then, no, that was fine. That was fine. You had it. Yep. Just drop it right there. Okay. Maybe move it down a little bit so the 0 is more centered on the dot. Might have to get a top-down view of it. There you go. Perfect. Right there. Just leave it right there. All right. So what that's going to tell you is at full speed ahead, it's going to take each one of these. This is 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours. And between 12 and 15, which is 13, 14 hours,
Volle Fahrt
this will
voraus.
probably take 13 and a half hours to get to the center of this. Now, we don't know where the ship is at in this section. So I would say just getting into this sector, it's going to take about 10 hours, 9.5, 10 hours to get there. Okay. So we're going to go through a shift change. Okay. So, on second shift is when, if we find anything, that's going to happen. Okay. I need to give you an order to start observing. So one more order. People on the weather deck, please start observing. So anybody who's on the weather deck up on the bridge, go ahead and do a observation marker. Mahula, it's up to you if you want to use observation on your guy or not.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Okay. Because you don't have observation skill, it requires you 2 markers. Now, you can't even move your guys, Junkie. You can't even move your guys until I tell you can. And then I give you an order of mobilization. Now, when I give the order of mobilization, anybody on the ship at that time can move wherever they need to. And the reason it's so important to be where you're at when needed is because Bob's the one, when we get a repair, is going to be the one that's like always moving around. So he's gonna make me issue a lot of mobilization orders because it depends on where the repair is at on the ship and where his guys are at, whether they need to move or not. So we have 4 guys observing. Junkie, since we're just kind of wasting time and we're just kind of sitting here traveling, I'm going to give you an order to go ahead and prepare a meal.
Okie dokie.
So prepare the ship's meal. So go ahead and you just hit get right over here. Hit
So put
get
an action
3.
on the cook.
Yep, put an activation token on the cook. Yep, you're absolutely right. Because he's going to now prepare the meal. So hit get 3. That'll trigger.
Captain, is it too late to order a cheeseburger? I mean,
well, I don't know. Let's see. We got ham, and we got lemon, and we got eggs.
I don't
Right.
think you can make a
So
cheeseburger.
now, when you place those, Junkie, you got to make sure that you're looking over here at your list of things. So ham and eggs is actually a 2-pot meal, I think. Yeah, ham omelet. So you want to place those together because in order for you to, well, you have to take the lemon anyway. But I would do it like that. So right now with those 3 ingredients, you know you have at least a 2-token meal. You're going to have to pull all 3 tokens because the lemon has to go. But go ahead and get another 3 because you can fill up your production table. All right. I see tuna.
Another lemon.
Another lemon.
And some ham.
And some more ham. All right. Well, you're going to swap those? You don't have to. So I don't know if tuna and eggs is a meal. I don't know if that is. I don't know if that would be a good meal anyway. So you'd have to have bread. Onions are the only thing that gives you a 3-pot meal or a 3-token meal. If you don't get onions, you're never getting a 3, and a 3 gives you the +1 morale. We just want to stay away from the single.
Do
So
you have
I
a
would say
clear image of this one.
I
somewhere?
do. Yeah. Let me.
I'm sorry, it's just really hard to read.
I don't know if I can put that in Discord. The enhanced player aid. Well, let me see if I can. If it's too big. Oops, this one.
Oh, what do we got? Okay, I have a message from HQ. Crap.
Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me try to get this enhanced.
Okay.
Who dropped?
That was Bob.
Okay. He'll be back. Tactical. Man.
I'm like, hopefully, we're gonna need repairs.
Enhanced player's aid is 13 megs. Shit. Well, here, let me do this. I'll do this. I will just take a picture of it. Take a really close-up picture of just the meals. And then I'll send it to Discord. I know I can do that. There. All right, Discord. I'm going to post this in Tabletop. So that way everybody else can see it. I don't want to see it. That's on stream. All right, there you go, Junk. It'll load here just a second. There you go.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes. So yeah, go ahead and plan your meal out. You got to put the onions. The
Captain
lemons down
underscore
below.
Cristonias. All
They have to
Yamahula.
go down there. So go ahead and place both lemons down there, and then you decide. Yeah. Eggs and ham.
What's going on,
All right, so we're having
Cristonius?
omelets. So you would
Captain
report, Captain,
Cristonius.
meal ready. We're having omelets.
Captain, we're gonna have omelets today.
Yay! I like omelets. All right. It didn't increase morale, so which is not a biggie. If you come over here to mine, Junkie, I'll show you what this means. This is the order track up here, so you see I only have 8
Captain
orders
underscore
to give
Cristonias.
before watch
How you
change.
doing?
If I give more than 8, then my morale goes up, and every time my morale hits one of these little arrows, I got to draw a card.
We're
morale
we're
card.
doing good.
And
we're
this
doing
is
good.
where-
We're playing U-boot.
People can get injured
We're
or
on a
they
we're
get
serving
seasick
on
or
a
whatever the
Nazi
morale thing may
submarine.
be, whatever's underneath this card. But every time I hit one of
We have
those, I
to
got to
sink
draw
some
a card.
allies.
And they get worse. These are not so bad. These are a little bit worse, and these are the baddies. That's why the gun's on top of them. So, yeah. That's stuff like, guy banged his head and he's dead, something like that. And this happens to a random sailor. So it could happen to me. It could happen to anybody. So we don't want to hit those as much as possible. So, and then we have Zigarettens. We have the Zigarettens. I didn't tell you about the cigarettes. So we have these cigarette packages. If your guys are out on the weather deck, they can have a smoke break. And the smoke break will help improve morale. So, with those guys, I think it just takes a token away. I'd have to look. We've never used one yet because it hasn't gotten that bad. So, all right. Mahula, I will give you an order to decode the message.
Okay, decoding.
So he has, if you look over here under Mahula's,
Yeah, that's gonna be
that
a
little
problem.
red book. Why?
No, nothing. Because
Guy's not there?
No, because that means I gotta. Okay, so that means my orders are gonna be full. I'm going to move in here.
Well, you can't move unless I give you a mobilization order.
Well,
So
you just told me to. You just told me to decode the thing.
Well, I know, but I didn't know you were there.
I was
So who
helping.
do you have there?
I have the sonar. No, the what is it? Hydrophone guy.
The hydrophone guy.
You want to
So
use the hydrophone guy?
technically, well, it would give him 2 activation tokens, but then I wouldn't have to use another order to have you move.
No, but it's still.
Of course,
two,
let's do this. Let's do this.
I thought
okay.
it's still 2
Dunky,
orders for.
It is 2 activations,
Yeah.
but I have to give you an order to move, and then an order to encrypt it, or to do it. I didn't realize you weren't in the spot.
Well, that's what I mean. I thought mobilization was free. I thought we said that last
oh.
time. Mobilization is part of the order, I thought.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Mobilization.
Okay.
Mobilization
All right.
is described. Mobilization is the moving and completion, or the act of the order. Or yeah.
Oh, well,
Following
because
order.
I know mine specifically says the orders that I have to pay for is let's see.
I'm pretty sure that's what it said. It was that quick key at the end of the
Dress the crew, prepare a meal,
instruction booklet.
repairs, Enigma. Yeah, see, targeting mission intel. So
Rulebook. Should be
it
like near
costs
the
an
end.
order. Yeah, it costs an order to use the Enigma. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play it that way. I'm not going to get too drawn up on that.
Well, for easy, fine. Then we'll have
yeah,
to find
for
the
easy.
for
We'll have to figure
specifics.
it out.
Yeah, later on once we all get
Okay.
used to it.
Yep.
Fine. So,
So-
I'm there.
All right. So then what he has to do, Junkie, is he has to, on his app, he has to go to his Enigma machine, and in the little red book that he's got, he has to figure out the date, and then it gives him a 3-letter code. He enters that 3-letter code, and then it decodes the message. And then we'll get a message. We'll get a message from headquarters.
What
Enigma.
does the message usually say?
Well, it depends. Sometimes it'll say,
Sometimes it just wants a weather report, which I'm like, why? Okay, so now it is August 1st, 1940. We're going to look for August 1st, 1940, which is MCD. Michael Charlie Delta. We hit the
Station.
decode. Yes, we have my first officer, section 2, with the requirements. And yeah. See this? I'm sliding it because it's supposed to be on a mobile app, but it's not a mobile app, it's on the PC. Oh, there we go. Weather report required for quadrant Alpha November 3-4. Reward 3,000 renown, 2 morale. Required. Are we
So
even
what's
close?
it say again?
It wants us to get a weather report for Quadrant Alpha November 34.
No, I'm not traveling.
It's like, we're not doing that crap.
I'm the captain. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah, we're going in the opposite direction. Screw that.
Right. See, and I didn't listen to the mission report the first time we played this, and I went north and I took out an airplane. Big deal. I didn't want that.
Yeah, I thought it was more, too. Right.
Yeah. So now that I listened to the mission report. All right. Okay.
So while we're traveling, you want to explain the puzzle pieces to everybody.
All right, yes, let's go look at the puzzle pieces. All right, one of the things lovely engineer Bob gets to do is if we have a catastrophic flood or something like that requires to look at the blueprints, these puzzle pieces are the blueprints to the ship, but they are actually in disarray. They're mixed up. Bob, with the timer going off, he has like 60 to 90 seconds to find the section that the leak is in and put those plans together to where they work, and that'll stop the leak. Now, we can help him, but I found that when you get more than one hand in here, it's kind of, yeah.
Captain underscore
So Bob has
Christonius,
memorized
or
all
Bob.
these puzzle pieces. He's an expert at it.
Oh, what was
Yes.
that? What was that? We have reached Quadrant 9-1. Alpha November 9-1.
Okay. Junkie, make a dot. Move this. Whoa. Why are we in... Oh, yeah, we're traveling south. We were the orange dot, sorry. I thought we were the green dot. All right, so what that means, Junkie, is we just came into the quadrant. So we're technically right on the edge. You put the dot in the center, which is fine, just so long as you know. And that was probably about 3 hours, but we're now going into 91, so we're heading the right direction. Now, when we hit this, it'll give us a thing saying we're going to hit whatever this is, 96, 95. No, that's 95. You see? Oh, what that one is. 93, 94, 95, 96. Yeah, 91, 92, 93. So that's 93.
Okay.
So when we hit 93, we're going to be right on the edge. So we'll have 6 hours of travel time in this direction before we hit 95.
Living
So
on
right
the
now we
edge.
traveled about 3 hours. Each square is about 6 hours. When you set it up that way, you'll see roughly each square is 6 hours. So it's one watch. So by the time watch change comes, we'll be probably right in the middle of 91. These are important
Okay.
things as a navigator to remember. And you can always ask Mahula for the time. And
Okay.
he'll tell.
And what how when do we switch again? I'm sorry.
Every 6 hours at midnight, noon, and 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Mahula, what time is it according
Yeah.
to our...
It is 9:40 in the morning.
Yep. So we're about halfway through. Well, now we're a little bit further because we've been talking. I'm going to switch to Mahula's stream.
Yeah, so
Oh,
right
that-
now, so right now for people who are watching the stream on the app, because of you could run this game like real time, but then of course in real time your mission here is 48 hours. So on the right side you see underneath the clock there's several different buttons in with several different speeds to advance time. Real is real time, action is the first fast forward, fast is the second fast forward, and transit means that's like warp speed. Now the app will go back to real time as soon as something happens. You know,
Yes.
as soon as a message comes in, as soon as our guys detect something, as soon as a repair needs to be done, because everything has to technically happen in real time. So if they're doing a repair, it takes them 2 hours of real game time. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
game time.
Of game time, yeah.
Yeah, to accomplish.
All right. Well, we might as well advance. I think we're all set. might as well advance to the next happening.
Okay,
Happenstance.
okay, next happenstance. Okay, so that means we're gonna go to transit.
Herr Kaloin, wir führen eine Wartung durch.
Oh crap. Okay. Crap. 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. We have 3 maintenances.
Oh, good. Bob's gonna be busy.
Is Bob back? Okay, dude.
Bob is back.
All right, dude. We got okay. So we have electrical
Get ready to place your
installation
marker.
checkup, a hydrophone adjustment, or torpedo data computer adjustment. Which one do we?
Oh,
Yeah, we got 3 to do.
okay. Go ahead and put your markers down, Bob. I'm gonna say the computer data, the torpedo data machine, which is in the control room, is gonna be your priority for right now.
Wait,
How many
what?
people
And
on
then the
for
hydrophone.
computer?
Oh shoot!
What's that?
I didn't see this in the
People
mail.
for the computer.
Oh, I don't know. How many people for the computer?
Oh shoot! Oh my God! All right, I made a mistake. I made a
Uh-oh.
mistake.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I didn't see this in the beginning. We needed an 88 millimeter cannon cleaning. We need our gun cleaned.
Our first officer's already forgetting to tell us shit.
I thought green meant good. Okay, yeah.
Green meant good. Not in this game.
Okay, so
All right. I'm gonna hold off on that maintenance because
we don't really use that.
hopefully we won't run into an airplane. Well, no,
No,
we can
that's the-
take out ships with the gun with the 88.
Yeah, the 88 is the ship-to-ship gun.
Yeah, we can take out merchant vessels with that instead of torpedoes.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, toolbox.
yes, Bob, repair. I'm gonna give you an order to repair the computer. So you need a mobilization and a repair order. Go ahead and repair what I would say, as far as, you asking the captain what you should repair first, the TDS and then the hydrophone, because we're going to need that for combat.
This looks
Then
like a
the
toilet.
gun. And what was the fourth one?
Torpedo?
No, that was the torpedo control,
Why not?
right? Mula? It was torpedo control, hydrophone. You didn't put markers down, so I don't know what the third one was. So we got a repair in here. We got a repair up here on the deck. And we got a repair on the hydrophone, which is here. Hey, Mahula, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. What happened?
Hopefully he's paused the game.
Yes, game is paused.
He's going to come back and go, oh, there's other stuff too. Oh, and Bob dropped.
It's okay. We can do his guys.
So hopefully Mahula's paused
Yeah, no, it's paused.
because Bob's not even in the game.
I gotta tell you this, Cap. I missed the hell out of my
Better
solid state
computer?
drives.
Yeah. I hear you.
These non-solid state drives are killing me.
Is that what causing you to crash, you think?
I don't know what it is. I think the motherboard's fried, actually.
Do you remember what the fourth maintenance item was?
I think it was some data on like one of the torpedo tubes.
Yeah.
Well,
torpedo
it was the
tube.
torpedo control, the TDC,
Yeah, the TDC
which is the torpedo data control,
and the
which is in
hydrophone
the
in the
control room.
same,
That's the one I want
Oh,
repaired
no.
first.
and then an
and
electrical installation
Yeah,
checkup.
the toolboxes are in. But I issued, so once you come back in, you can pick a toolbox if you need it. I don't know which one's which.
Oh,
You'll have to
sorry.
move your guys. No, that's all right. Bob's just coming back in anyway, so hopefully you paused.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay, all right, because
paused.
that's not fair to Bob if he has to get back into tabletop. So there were 4 maintenance items, right?
Yeah, electrical installation
Where-
checkup, torpedo, what TDC.
Where's the electrical at?
Hydrophone. Where is that? Section 6. That's in the aft.
In the aft section.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Electrical there. And I think I got the other 3. Because the gun, the hydrophone, and the TEC. All right, so Bob, once you get back in, if you can do assign crew, I've already given you the orders to repair and to move. So now this is the time, Junkie, that if you want to move somebody, I've issued a mobilization. I would go ahead and move your cook up to the weather deck and assign him an observation token. So you have to activate your cook and then give him an observation token, which is going to fill him up, which is fine.
We have to give him a second activation.
You have to give him a second activation because the first activation token was to cook. The second one is to actually observe, and then you have to give him an observation. So
Okay.
now physically move him up to the weather deck.
Done.
Okay. Well, that's not the weather deck. That's the smoking deck. That's all right. So you can't smoke up here, but you can down here. Because then there's the foredeck and the aft deck, and then the bridge.
Okay.
So either one. But so you'd have, like, if you wanted to operate the 88 millimeter gun, you'd have to be in the foredeck to operate that gun. If you want to operate the anti-aircraft gun, that's on the bridge. So your guys would need to be on the bridge.
All right.
All right. So Bob, how are we doing? Did you get your guys? Are you back in? He activated 2 guys. Not quite sure what he's doing yet. He may have dropped again.
Oh, I was drawing him a mustache.
Yeah, I think he dropped.
Oh,
Again. He's still, it's still showing him in game, but I can hear him. He's getting all pissed. Oh, don't get rid of your food yet, Junk, because we haven't actually eaten it. The app will actually come up saying, "Have you eaten dinner?" And that's when you say, I think put them on top here. That's when you say, "Oh yeah, we're having lemon ham omelets." Yeah. The other ones you leave out on your prep table because those are ones that you already picked. So there you go. Now technically, you shouldn't have done it that way because these are unlimited icons and they don't pull from the box. If we were playing a long campaign,
lemon ham omelets.
this is the only the food that's in the box is the only food we have on the boat. So these are here for whatever reason, make it life easier, I guess. I don't. But to replenish the markers, but that's all right. You're fine. Just leave it the way it is.
Okay.
So, this is the tutorial, and we're just learning the game. We're just waiting. Oh, there's Bob's icon. I hear him. No, that was Mahula. No, he actually got booted out.
I'll be right back.
All right.
So how you doing? How you been?
Good. You?
Oh, I've been pretty good. I finished my welding class and
Yep. You have a job too, I heard?
I applied to pipe.
But you haven't gotten it.
Not that I'm aware of. I won't be
Okay.
hearing from them till maybe the end of July.
Okay. Are you excited to get a job as a welder?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Gonna make that dosh.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can make some money. I had a friend of mine. He was a welder electrician, and he worked on bridges. Holy shit, did he make good money?
I was thinking,
Literally, it was like $65 an hour
oh, good
to hire
Lord.
because he was dual skilled.
Yeah.
Not only an electrician but a welder, so he could do lots of stuff on the bridge.
Yeah.
Putting up lights and welding bridge components, and so he was there the whole time.
Yeah, time down.
Did you put, Mahula, did you put the fact that we now have 4 observers?
Yes.
Okay, all right. 'Cause I know you went down, but I did issue a mobilization, so if you wanted to put your guy back up there, we could have 5 observers. I did give an
can't.
observation.
I can't because
No?
I'm full of I'm fully activated. Not unless you order me to have a cigarette break. Because we don't even know how that works actually yet.
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple to do.
I mean, it's just
Anybody on the weather deck can do a cigarette break.
there's Bob. There goes Bob.
So a smoke break once per watch. It doesn't require any order. Players within section 7 and 8, which is up on the weather deck, may discard a cigarette token. Up to 4 sailors in that section can discard 1 activation token per cigarette token. Max 1 per sailor per smoke break. So if you had 4 guys up there, you could actually activate 3 smoke tokens.
Actually, no.
And drop them 3.
I thought you meant 1.
Well, up to 4 sailors in that section can be used with 1 pack of cigarettes. But you discard 1 activation token per cigarette token discarded. And only 1 cigarette token can be used per sailor. So if you had 4 up there, you could technically have 3 smoke breaks, because 3 different people could activate a smoke break, and 3 tokens would be removed.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
So you wouldn't want to do 4 because that would be a waste, because you can only drop 3 tokens. So yeah, so technically, because Junkie's got people up there, if she wanted to use a smoke break,
Do I need
or well, it gets rid of 1 of your activation tokens.
Yeah.
And Mahula's full up on his activation tokens.
to? Oh, okay. So if I wanted to put like a cook over on the weather.
Well,
Yes.
I'm just gonna say, you know what? Anywhere on the weather deck. I know the rules say both, but I'm just gonna say, you know, anybody on the weather deck right now. That's a simple rule. Get rid of us. Just throw it away. Activate your smoke break. Throw away, and then get rid of everybody on the weather deck right now. Can get rid of 1 activation token. Yep, just throw it away. And I don't think anybody else has activation tokens. None of my guys do. They just kind of sit, wait for action. As soon as Bob gets back. All right, he's working on it. All right,
He's back in brown.
he's back in. We need to get the repair started. You need to, how many, I think what he was asking, Mahula, is how many people he needed to repair the TDC computer.
It's 2 each. Yeah, all of them are 2 each.
Okay, 2 each.
That's why I was wondering. I forgot which tools we had or tool.
Yeah, so look through your tools, Bob, and see, and then he'll add up how many people, if he's got tools to repair the TDC. You may have to grab a toolbox and take it with you. You go through the green one, but the gray one is in the officers' quarters.
What's he got?
Well, I'm assuming he's taken the green one. Hull breach,
Sealing materials, gaskets,
electrical.
bearings, diesel engine, electric motor.
Hear me?
Now we
Now
hear
we
you.
can.
I can use the tools to repair it faster, Cap.
Okay. And which toolbox is that?
The leftmost one, which is what?
The green one?
Your
Oh, the
His-
green one.
the
So you'd
gray
have
one.
to have that brought to you.
well, no,
I
for
could
which repair? Because
Well, that's
He's-
where what's in your green box? Is there anything in your green one's on the way there?
he's got repairs everywhere. He's got repairs in. Let's see.
Right, but the only one I want him to repair right now is the TDC
Oh,
and the hydrophone.
That's
So-
section 3, so they're both not there anyway.
Right. Right. But he's got one guy in the control room already. Could help with the repair. The other guy could go through into hydrophone. So is this your green box or your gray one? Is this the green one? Yeah, see, your optics is one you'd want to use for the TDC.
That one.
So it's entirely, but that one's in which box? In the gray one? That's the one in officer's country?
Officer's country?
Forward aft, Captain.
Yeah, it's up forward.
That's this one. 2 guys.
You already have one guy in there.
Oh yeah, that's true. We have one guy. Send chief engineers. I can let go of the other one.
You got to let go of both. And then click outside the box. There you go. So you're going to move the chief engineer to there. And then how are you going to get the toolbox? You want me to bring it to you? I can bring one. Have one of my torpedo men bring it to you.
The chief engineer went through this room. He brought it. With
it was in the green box.
It was in the
Okay.
green box.
Okay. All right.
That's that repair.
Okay. So how many people do you actually have working on it then?
Ooh.
No, because you're using one of the tools, right? That
4.
increases it.
Is it 4?
Yeah, because the
5?
chief engineer, and then 5. You're right.
You want to do
Now, but
okay.
wait a sec. Does it count if your chief engineer has the tool also? Is it 1 per tool, or is it? Do you remember? Is it 1 per? I think we went through this before. Is
No,
it 1 extra person per tool working on it?
It is
Yeah.
1 extra person if it's not the chief engineer, but if it's a chief engineer, you get the 3.
Okay, so we got 3 plus the 2 guys. That's 5. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, so 5 are working on the TDC, Mahula. And then the other one I want you to start working on, Bob, if you can.
Reparatur, sofort.
Well, it requires 2 people, though.
Hydrophone?
The hydrophone.
Hydrophone.
We're going to
requires
need that
2.
if we get into combat.
Room.
Yeah, I hate using my torpedo guys because to help with repair.
Which
Only
section are we doing
because-
now?
Well, the hydrophones are in section
2.
2.
Well, you got my radio guy that's not doing anything. Because, yeah, my radio guy's only needed for... Well, he's also the medic.
Yeah.
The guy in the aft the electronic battery room
The electrical?
up there to help with the
Right. You can activate, and then is there anything in the toolbox that can help with the hydrophone repair? Since it's already there?
Or either, since he passed through all of the rooms.
Well, but that one's got to be in there in order for him to use that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
till the repair's done.
materials.
Right, so
you use tools to speed it up.
You what? Just the
We can use
tools?
tools to speed it up.
Okay. So, Mahula, you're going to activate your guy. Because I would assume you still have to physically have 2 guys. Because that's what the repair called for.
No, not necessarily.
Because if he uses the tools, it would be the equivalent of 2 guys. right? Isn't that what your tools do? Just one more guy.
Just one more guy, right?
No, tools do instead of activation. Instead of a
If there are at least 2 sailors in the repair crew, one of them with the activation instead of the wrench. Okay.
doesn't do anything. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Well, instead of using the wrench icon, you use the activation icon instead.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Use one of the action tokens.
Angle
But there's
is
still
more-
got to be 2. There's still got to be 2 sailors in the repair crew.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. So my guy can help out.
All right. So you have to.
What are you doing? Stop.
One of them is activated with an activation instead of a repair tool.
Make all yours activations instead of repairs.
For Mahula's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the skilled one.
Right. Okay.
So how
So we
many is
got
that?
2 of those
3?
going.
Is that 2 or 3?
No, it's still just 2.
Okay.
It doesn't actually increase the number of people.
Reparatur, sofort.
Junkies guys are dancing. There's no dancing on a submarine.
Dancing guys.
Okay,
She's making them
so
dance.
you want me to go faster?
They're in the Navy, ain't they?
In the Navy.
And we don't sing that song. We sing "What do you do with a drunken sailor?" but in German.
Oh God,
Was
where's?
is Moses drunken
Dead.
sailor?
Oh, wait a minute. Where's Genovi when we need him?
Right.
Oh, me.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and advance time since we're good to go there.
Okay. How fast?
Well, just do it to the next.
Well, that's what I mean.
Watch change. Watch change is going to happen next.
Oh yeah. All right, fine.
Oh.
Whoop. Okay, watch. Oh no. Just before watch change, we have reached Alpha November 9-3.
Ooh, we're now in the sector.
Yes.
We're now in the sector.
Okay, so
There's contact.
we are now in the sector. Repairs are both at 46% completed.
Okay, but we're
Yeah.
we're heading into action stations.
Well, at the same time, in a few minutes, actually in a few seconds,
Okay,
we're
let's-
gonna be in the next
Watch
shift.
change. Okay.
So
All right.
let's see what we can
Let's-
do with that.
Yeah. Well, we're still going to have the guys that are repairing, the new guys repairing still.
Yes.
The nice thing is that they're just maintenance items. They're not repairs yet. So they're not yellow.
Oh, there's.
All right. So advance.
Beobachter, auf
How much
Stationen.
time do we got till?
Shift change 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Already made the shift change.
There it is. Shift change.
Okay. All right. Shift change, junkie. Move your 4 guys to the lower track, and then the upper track. You can remove any activation tokens.
I thought just 1. We said, or what was it?
Well, technically yes, but we're playing easy, so we remove them all. Now, your observation tokens, if those guys are still up observing, they need to go down. Yep. And then you need to, because now they are observing, I don't know if I need to activate them. Or if they're just observing.
I think they're just observing because they're following orders from the last shift.
From the last shift.
It's not a new order.
Yeah. It's not like I gave a new order to
Correct.
pick up your freaking binoculars and look, you morons. Yeah, I got it. I'm one of those captains.
All right. So any...
All right, I get to reset my order track. All right. Yeah, we're actually in a good position because I can actually make everybody move if, because we have 0 orders. We can suspend the repairs if we have to. We've got 5 people observing. You do have that on there, right? 5?
Yes, 5 are observing.
Okay.
Weather is fog.
Everybody. Oh, weather's fog.
Weather
Crap.
is fog.
All right. All right. I would say let's go ahead and advance to next surprise.
Okay, advancing.
Wir haben Kontakt, Herr Kaloin.
We have a contact, Captain.
Oh, contact. All right. Pause it so we can
Okay, let me see. Well, let's see.
get all this information in.
Let's see. Where's the contact? Do I have it
So
on
this is
visual?
Junkie. This is where you're going to enter in. First, you got to enter our heading in. Remember what our heading was?
Where the hell is the contact?
Oh.
You have to use the the binoculars.
Yeah, no. What does it say? Contact merchant detected, but I don't have. Captain, we don't have visual. I don't know where the hell these guys saw it. I don't have a visual.
Really?
Not even on zoomed in, zoomed out, whatever. We have no visual contact.
Crap. It's because it's under fog.
It's under fog. It's too far. Yeah. But I guess they said they heard
Junkie,
something.
We are... Alright. The only way we'd be able to know is to use the hydrophones, which it means we'd have to submerge. We were at course 168. I wrote it in the log. So put your heading as 168. There you go. And then you got to... There you go. Once you get out of it, after you enter it in, you have to kind of click out of it for the computer to actually do it.
What's the bearing?
Well, we don't know yet because that's the bearing and course are on the enemy's ship.
Yeah, bearing
We
means...
made contact, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, bearing means as to in which general
God
direction
damn it.
from us is the enemy.
All right, well, I don't have any choice. All right, issue and mobilization. Clear the weather deck, prepare to dive. We're going to have to use the hydrophone.
Is that an action token?
Just to move? No. Oh, yes. Because you're activating the guy to move. So your observers, Junkie, probably the best place for them is the control room. So move all your guys down to the control room.
What's wrong? What? What do you want? You want to go out?
Going to issue another order to dive.
Potty?
So, Bob, you got to move mobilization. Your guys are going to have to suspend a repair.
No, go to bed. Go to your bed.
Oh, you don't have to do anything, not you. Because Bob doesn't... Yeah, I'm not changing speed. So, change depth to 10 meters.
Do I remove
Oh, wait,
the
never mind.
observation token?
Here it is. I
Yes.
got it on the computer.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, 356. Okay, I don't...
Go back.
That's weird. I don't have it on visual, but according to this, one of the observers says bearing 356.
Okay,
If you-
reset back to the way we were. So, bearing, go ahead and type in 356. And do you know their course, Mahula?
Course 21.
All right. Okay. Now, pause that. Let's go ahead and move everybody back to where they were.
Okay.
So, Junkie, put your guys back up to observing. And we won't go to periscope depth yet because I think we can surface shoot. We don't have to actually dive since it's on the TDC.
Yeah, and they're not going to fight back anyway.
Yeah.
Overboard, Captain.
Eh?
What's that?
You broke up.
You're breaking up.
Overboard, Cap.
Man
Man
overboard.
Oh
overboard.
yeah. One of my, but I kept falling off.
All right. Okay. Mahula, are you in position to operate?
Operate which?
Oh
Yes.
no, I operate the TDC, so I'm
Oh.
there already.
Yes.
Okay. Well, continue with your repairs, Bob, for now.
Wait.
What's our distance to target?
Distance to target is 3.6 nautical mile.
Okay. So this is what we need to do, Junkie. So we need to align our toys. So we have the submarine going the right direction.
Okay.
Okay. So we are. Wow, really? We're headed 168. We're heading in actual. They're behind us.
Bearing, yeah, they're behind us. What?
Yeah, that. Are you sure that's right?
That's what it says. It says on the screen. Look on
We're
the
still
screen.
heading 168, right? Oh, okay.
Oh no, 354, meaning it's ahead of us. It's in front of us. Bearing 354, meaning it's just left of 0. Just left of 360, which is 0. So it's ahead of us.
It's
going in the same general direction.
Yes.
We're going north. It's north of us.
Oh, we're not going north. We're going south.
Or south. Oh.
They are going north. They're coming right at us.
Oh.
No. Oh, yeah, no. The course is 21. They're heading towards us. But
yes.
Their bearing. Yeah, but their bearing is 352.
Right. And that's behind us. So we have to turn around.
No, I thought bearing 352 means that it's 352 of our orientation. Course is per.
We're heading
map
168. We're heading south.
Yeah.
Their course is 21. They're heading north.
Correct. But
oh yeah, and they're bearing almost directly in front of us. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Yep. And the range is what?
Range is now 2.9 nautical mile. They are heading directly for us.
Pause the simulation.
Pause the simulation.
All right, because I want to show her how to do this. So on the battle map, we need to set this up like we're doing it. We're heading south. So you're going to spin your submarine. We're kind of going at a slight angle. Okay. And then we have a transport that is heading north-ish, kind of like that. Right? Whoop, I spun it the wrong way. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
And we're coming right at it.
Mm-hmm.
But they are, what did you say? 2.6? 1, 2.
Yeah.
So they are literally right there. Now we could shoot at them and probably hit them. That's a really small percentage because they're angling towards us. So what you would do, Junkie, is you'd have to try to figure out how we could turn so when they pass us. So what I'm thinking, Junkie, is if we did this, if we turned to 90 degrees, okay, and then waited for them to continue this direction until they're right in front of us, then we'll shoot.
Okay.
Okay? So what we need to do is turn 90 degrees from where we're at. So we're heading
90.
168. So we'd want to go in this direction, which is 90 degrees out from our boat, which is probably around 75, 74, right in there somewhere. Okay. And then once we do, we're going to get a new. Once we turn, he'll give us a new bearing, and the bearing will probably be down here, like 140ish, because they're gonna start coming around this way. Do you follow that logic?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Make our new. Oh, I got to give an order for that. Make our new course 7-4.
New course 7-4.
Mannschaft auf ihre Positionen.
Captain I, yes. My officers in position, yes.
And I'm gonna issue an order to go to half speed. So take us to half speed, Mahula.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Bob, is Bob still around?
Oops. Speed. Half speed.
Half speed, Bob.
Alle Mann auf Manöverstation.
So we need
Mobilization,
we
Captain.
need 2 guys in
Huh?
the engine room.
Beide
Slower
Maschinen,
speed.
halbe Fahrt.
Yeah, I need to slow our speed.
Voraus.
So, you need a mobilization, then, don't you? No, you have
I have
you
one
have
guy
one guy
there.
in here. And can he do it?
Oh, we need 2.
Need 2.
Need 2. All right. Well, you're gonna have to pull your chief engineer then from the repair. So I'll give you a mobilization.
Do the hydrophone one.
Well, that's not where your chief's at.
And
Does
look at-
the other
pull
guy-
him out.
The chief doesn't. Their chief and your machinists are the only ones that can change speed. Unless you want to pull your hydrophone guy out and give him 2 activations.
No, that's cock.
All right. So give your chief and your machinist each 1 activation. They can stop the repair that they're working on. Who's your square guys? What's your square guy working on?
His square guy is the only guy. Is the one guy he says it's free. He's in the.
Right, but he's got a repair activation. He's got a repair token on his square.
Oh.
This one was supposed to be here, Captain.
Here.
All right.
Here.
The mobilization then?
Yeah. Okay. That's good then. You need to activate your machinist. Why? Remember, we had a shift change. So he gets a mobilization and then any order. So that should be it, because your machinist was already there. Huh?
Mobilization.
Yeah, I gave an order for mobilization, so you can move it. So that's 1 activation token, and then your other one is to change change speed.
1, 2.
Yep.
Half speed,
I wanna
Captain?
Half speed. Aye. Okay, continue simulation. Give us a new bearing and course, please, Mahula.
Hold on. So
This is where
how many guys do we have on that repair? In section 3, technically.
Well, the repair, just 1, and that's not enough to continue.
Reparieren Sie das. Tempo.
And
Okay.
we need to be in battle stations, so you need to get your hydrophone guy in the hydrophones in case we have to dive. I already issued a mobilization, so go ahead and.
Hydrophone is square. Yeah, my hydrophone guy's there.
Oh, I thought that was your radio guy. He's on deck.
Yeah, he's on deck. All right.
All right. Junkie, let's go ahead, since I issued a mobilization, let's go ahead and arm the 88 millimeter cannon. So
Which one's
whoever,
that one?
that's the big one up front here,
The big kaboom!
the big kaboom. Make sure it's the guys that can shoot it, which is your square, triangle. Only your square and triangle are the ones that can shoot it. Man overboard again.
He can swim.
No, that's the little kaboom. You want the big kaboom.
Both of them on the big kaboom?
Both of them on the big kaboom. Yes. Because I'm sure it takes 2 people to kaboom.
Oh wait, no, but they don't have the skill.
Yes, they do. Square. I thought that's what it was. Square and triangle.
Yeah, square and triangle.
No, that's
Yeah.
the small gun.
Oh, who's the one that does the big gun?
That would be my guys.
Oh, that's your guys.
That's my
Oh.
guys.
Okay. Move your
You
guys
make me
back.
sad.
Move your guys back.
She's sad. See, the funny thing is that this is where you should be the first officer, Junk, because this is where the first officer uses the app and actually shoots the thing.
Yes, they actually get to operate the gun.
What?
All right, so can you move your
Can I
guys
start a
there?
mutiny?
Okay, so I can take.
guys-
Okay. Take him out.
That means your radio guy has to
Hold on. Let me see how much it takes.
know. Square the boom.
It's
Gonna be one of your helmsmen.
Alle Mann auf Gefechtsstation.
Oh frick! It takes 3 of them.
Oh, geez. So both your helmsmen are gonna have to. We need your helmsmen.
It takes all of them. So
All right.
So that means we have to stay
All
on
right. No,
course.
no. Junkie will have to do it. She just has to. She'll have to use 2 activation icons.
And
So take 2 of
other
your guys,
yeah.
whichever you want, Junk, and put them up there with the big gun. And I haven't activated the gun yet. I just had you move there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
I haven't activated you yet. So you do have to give him an activation to move, though. Right? Isn't that the way that works? You have to activate to move.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. The mobilization is the order. Mobilization is the movement and the order. So you are ordering them to use the big gun.
Well, no. I'm just ordering them to move there. I don't want them to use the big gun yet. So what I'm saying is if I give a mobilization, you guys have to put down an activation token
According,
just to move?
depending on the order.
Well, the order was just to move to that location.
It says, okay,
So-
by definition, it says mobilization. 1, pay for the order and announce mobilization. So that would be, I
Right.
guess that would be you.
That's
move,
me.
Move sailors, resolve crew damage if necessary, and mobilization.
Okay. Then no. You guys don't have to activate. So you can take your activation tokens off.
Okay, so it's just, movement.
It's
is
just
missing.
paying for the movement with morale. Okay. With the order. Okay. Okay, give us new. Did we already do that? New bearing and course? Are we
Uh,
actually on the heading of 74 now?
We are on the heading of 74.
Okay, Junkie, he'll give you bearing and course.
Yes, bearing 86. Course 21 still. They have maintained course and speed 7.6 knots.
Slow down, Mahula.
We did. We're at half. You were given the order to
How-
go half, so we went half.
Right, and so what's our distance?
2.5 nautical miles.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So they're swinging around now. So we need to just keep updating our bearing. We're going to stay on this heading. So just give us a countdown on the bearing, Mahula, so she can change the bearing.
Oh, so I'm gonna fast forward because this is really slow.
Well, don't fast forward fast. Just fast forward slow fast.
Oh, wait. Enemy has raised the alarm. Enemy has detected us.
Shit. That's
Dang
because
it.
we're on the surface.
Well-
All right. What's their bearing and distance?
Bearing is 88. Distance 2.4 nautical miles. Course is still the same at 41 degrees. They have not changed course.
41?
Oh no,
41
41.
or 21?
Sorry, 41 now.
So they did change course. They're turning. All right.
But they have not changed any further. They're still on 41.
All right. But now they're 90 degrees out from us.
Yes, now they're 9 degrees out from us.
Should we chase him?
Yeah, we need to turn. We need to turn to 160. So, helmsman, change course to 160.
Okay, changing course to 160. Course.
And
160. Aye.
Mannschaft, auf
all right,
Position.
give us no bearing
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
and course. You need to change our heading, Junk, to 160. You'll give us bearing and course once we're there.
All right. Bearing now. Bearing. Ooh, there we go. Bearing 2. Bearing is 2 degrees. Distance 2.2 nautical miles. Course is turning. Course is turning north. Course is turning.
what?
Now 0.
Okay, change course to 0. All right, we're still lined up to shoot, though. Go ahead and flood tubes 1 and 2.
Oh, we're doing torpedoes?
Yep.
Do we have people
My
for
guys are there.
torpedoes? Okay.
Yes, yep. My guys are there. I'm going to activate them right now.
Okay, so let's see. We're still going half speed?
We're still half. Yep, haven't changed that.
Alle Mann auf Gefechtsstation.
Okay, so Captain, you have what?
I have
Oh.
2 guys in the forward torpedo.
Oh, and you got 1 guy on TDC.
Yes, and 1 guy on TPC.
Okay, 1 guy on TDC. All right,
He's activated.
He's activated. Just keeping that on. All right, fine. So we have 4 torpedo tubes, 2 steam, 2 electric.
Yep.
Which ones do you want?
Tubes 1 and 2 are both steam.
Tubes 1 and 2 are steam.
Yep. We'll use those. Give us new course and bearing again and distance.
Okay, bearing is 1.
Fire.
Course is 6. Oh, course is 13. Ooh,
Okay.
target is turning. Course is 28.
Okay,
Course
that's fine.
is 35. 41. Course is
Fine.
steady at 41. 1.8 nautical
zigzagging.
miles.
1.8. Okay. Los. Fire tubes 1 and 2.
Oh, both tubes, 1 and 2.
Yes. Fire both tubes 1 and 2. And fire.
Okay, tubes 1 and 2 away. See what happens.
All right. I gotta go look at this. I don't see the torpedoes.
It doesn't show you torpedoes on the surface.
doesn't?
No, it
Oh.
doesn't.
Fire the missile.
I want to hear the explosions. The lamentations.
The lamentations.
Explosion.
Okay. Torpedoes are at 0.6 nautical miles. 0.5 nautical miles. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and
Verdammt, daneben, Herr Kaloin.
torpedo 1 has missed.
Verdammt, daneben, Herr Kaloin.
Torpedo 2 has missed.
Ah!
Dang it.
Okay.
All right, man the gun.
We are manning the
Well,
gun.
the gun's manned. Let's go ahead and activate and shoot.
Do you want to load toward the other tubes, Captain?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I
No.
don't want to load
Alle
tubes
Mann
yet.
auf Gefechtsstation. Lade die
Activate
Kanone
gun.
nach.
The 88 millimeter
Oh my god. How do I...
and fire.
Oh my god, this is so wrong. I don't know.
Just keep shooting until you hit it.
You have to wait.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Has to load.
I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know what the elevation's supposed to be, and I can't see anything on distance. This is so wrong. I can't see.
Sanfen GMR. Yes, they have to reload, not fast gun.
What's in the upper corner? That's a percent chance to hit, isn't it?
I guess.
All right. Bob, increase speed to full ahead.
Increasing speed to full ahead.
Alle Mann sofort auf Manöverstation. Beide Maschinen, volle Fahrt voraus.
Armaments.
Alle Mann auf Gefechtsstation. Lade die Kanone nach.
You cat.
Is that percent? I can't tell what's what.
Okay, Junkie, green triangle has a broken arm.
What? Oh no!
Yeah. Oop.
Okay, we're getting pretty close there, Captain.
Well, keep shooting. Were you gonna shoot him or ram him? Shoot! Shoot!
I don't know if I need more elevation or what. We're like passing them.
I'm not seeing that in the stream.
Well, it's I have to constantly adjust. Do I need more elevation? Oh, 45%. Percentages coming up.
Okay, there we go.
43. Oh, there it is.
D. 50% chance. Fire.
Hold on. Wait. Shoot. Hit.
Yeah!
60%. Firing. Hit. 60% and firing. Another hit. $65. Ooh. Target is sunk, Captain.
Nice!
It's just the little things, you know? Just the little things.
Yeah. You need a bigger screen. I'm sitting there trying to look at it, but I should put this on my big screen so I can see the damage. All right. One merchant vessel sunk. What's the time?
Time. 12:25. Okay, so he wants a bigger screen. Let's see. How can I do this?
Oops. All right. Okay, Junkie got a broken arm during that. He must have fell down.
Yeah.
Okay, Junkie got a broken arm, so what? Did we use medic? No.
Well, okay, so Junkie,
Where's,
what you have to do
Where's the broken arm?
is this symbolizes that you cannot use the specialization icons for this guy. That's what the exclamation, and you probably got to put an exhaustion icon on there. So grab one of your exhaustion icons and give it to him.
Okay.
And the only way to get rid of the exhaustion is to
medic.
sleep. So at shift change, you can get rid of it.
Where's the medic?
But you need, we need to repair him. He needs a bandage from the medic.
We can repair him. We have the technology.
And that's going to require, I think, ordering a crew member to repair somebody.
Yeah, that would be my medic.
To do first aid. Yep, to do first aid, I have to issue an order. So I'm willing to do that. So he is okay. You can remove the card, Junkie, because it's now been bandaged.
Where do I put it?
Just throw it in the discard in your trash. Because I'll reset the game when it's done. You keep your exhaustion icon though until shift change.
Oh, okay.
And then one of the band-aids, you just throw it away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she used it to get rid of the card, and it signifies that you used one of your bandages out of your stockpile.
Oh.
So
okay.
you don't want to put it back. You just trigger the trash. There you go. Okay, so we sunk a vessel. Yeah. All right. So that's basically the game, guys. I mean, you just need to learn your positions. We can go back to repairing and all that stuff. If I issue one more order, we're going to get another morale. Because once my orders track is full, and that took quite a bit of maneuvering. That's why the order track went so fast. But if I issue one more order before watch change, we're going to get another morale card.
Oh.
So, so realistically, we're traveling at 160. Is that our latest heading? Was that our? Yeah.
Yes, 160.
So 160 is going to put us. Yeah, we're still traveling kind of south, but we want to go over here to that other green dot. Now, it's up to you guys if you want to keep going. I've got about another hour is all I've got. But I mean, you guys tell me. We can keep going, or we can call it a game right here.
Well,
'Cause we
I
sunk something.
actually have to go for a bit anyway.
Okay.
Anyway,
Cool.
Yeah, so that works. So what did you think, Junkie?
I like it.
Would you want to play a different position, maybe?
She wants the gun. She wants first officer.
Give kaboom.
I know.
Okay, but the kaboom, there's a lot to the kaboom. Because you're the one in charge of the app.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'd have to learn how to use the app. It's not difficult to learn. It's just that you have to do it all. So when I say, because you're my second in command.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell you, let's have the chief engineer repair this, you have to enter all that information into the app. So we've got the right number of people. You also have to make sure that when it says, you have to have 3 people on the deck gun to operate it, that you look at the board and go, yep, there are 3 people on the deck gun.
Okay.
So
Yep.
that's the way that, it's a lot to the chief engineer, to the first officer. It's not impossible. It's just there's a lot to it. Navigator's a tough one too.
Yeah, Bob wasn't
captain's not-
tested today with the puzzle
No.
repair.
Well, because we didn't. He left the last game. He left just before Mahula and I found contact, and we had a destroyer in the contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we managed to escape the destroyer because of great captainship. But
Great leadership. Yes.
but we didn't die. We did take damage from the airplane, though. We got a leak from the airplane. The airplane hit us. And Mahula shot down an airplane once, too. So
Cool.
yeah. And that's where you use the other gun, which, as the first officer, he's in charge of the app, so he got to shoot a machine gun, too. So, yeah, if you're wanting to kaboom. So there's videos out there and rule books. I would suggest if you want to play, you gotta know what you're doing. I mean, we can play
Yeah, of
tutorials
course,
again.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. We just need 4 people that know these positions and know their own positions. So it can be the game like it's designed, where I give orders, you guys do them. We never did hit for dinner, but dinner was already planned. You are basically a department head in charge of your guys, so you have to let me know what you need, and then as the captain, I make the decision whether to do it or not.
Mhm.
Kind of like when Bob got the 4 repair orders, which ones I wanted prioritized. So then he would figure out which crew members and so on would do that. So the chief engineer is another one of those really tough positions. So I would
Okay.
say out of all the positions, the captain is the most critical because he has to think ahead, but it's the less critical position to do anything. I mean, my guys reload the torpedo tubes, they fire the torpedoes, but Mahula is actually the one that does it on the app. So I just have to have my guys in position.
Okay.
So But yeah.
Cool.
Now, I was wondering, Mahula, can you, at the beginning, what we might want to do, because there's only 2 steam, 2 electric in the tubes. I wonder if we can change those, if we can swap them out.
Let's see. Armaments.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't.
Like, for instance, if we swap out the electric with another steam and have
no.
steam in all 4 of the...
No, you'd have to fire it off.
front
There's no way you can
torpedoes.
take it back.
Will that work?
Hello?
Is he still on?
Can you hear me now?
Are you there? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I must have muted. Okay, yeah, no, you can't. The app doesn't let you empty the tube and then replace it. No, you have to fire it once it's in.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that because I would... the 2 steam, 2 electrics. The electrics are better for daytime because they don't leave bubbles, so the ships can't see it coming. But they're not as accurate. It's like a 50-50 chance for them to go off. So.
Oh, and you have the aft torpedo tube, the butt torpedo tube.
Yeah. Now, what's that one got in it?
That's a steam. No, yeah, it's a reverse facing torpedo tube. So if you're being chased, you just fire one off.
The Germans were the only ones to do that in World War II. They were the only ones that had an aft firing torpedo.
They expected them to run away? Is that...
Well,
it's
I'm
smart.
not sure. It's smart, actually, because, yeah, if you're going to be chased by a destroyer... Now, granted, the destroyer's coming right at you, so it's a full frontal view. You're not hitting a broadside, which is your perfect shot. If they're coming at you, you got a really small target, and these things were not that accurate unless they were close. 300 meters, I think, is the closest you want to be able to shoot somebody with a torpedo without causing damage to yourself, I'm sure. But yeah, you don't want you want the broadside is the perfect shot, and then the angling shots. Yeah, you can maybe hit them, but probably not. But when they're coming right at you, forget it. So, it was one of those mechanisms that they used. They would shoot something, and then all of a sudden a ship would come after them, and they would turn 90 degrees to that ship. And then once the ship realized they were 90 degrees out instead of in front of them, they would start to turn. So that you'd always shoot kind of an angling shot with your ass torpedo. But it's probably why nobody ever used it, because it's kind of like a Hail Mary to throw that out there. And then I think later on they used to carry mines, and they would discharge mines. And so if somebody was following them, they'd lay 5 or 6 mines, and they would float up to the surface, and then the ship would run into them. But anyway, yeah, that was fun, guys. I
That's
enjoyed
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
So I guess, yeah, if you want, I've got all this stuff. If you want to read it, Junkie, I just need a way of sending it to you,
Yeah.
or you can download it. Either way.
Yeah.
If you go to the board game
there's
site,
like a PDF I could. Or,
It is
yeah,
PDF.
There's a website.
but they're big. Well, the board game website has the rule books, which is the one that most important one to read. And I am happy playing whatever position.
Cool.
All right. What's the
So-
website called so I can look at it?
It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Just have to scroll back on the history. Where is it? No.
This Steam community one?
No, you boot.
No.
You boot the board game. You boot the board game. Copy
Yeah,
link.
no,
Put it
that's-
back in there.
Did you put it in there?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, it's uboottheboardgame.com.
Cool.
And then you can go, you can download the app on Steam if you want to play around with it.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
excuse me.
yeah, it's on Steam also. So, and I think that's what Mahula was. That what you were using? It was on Steam.
Yeah, the one on Steam right now. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I'm using.
You can also put it on your phone or your tablet or whatever. So, it doesn't have to be on Steam, but that seems. I play with it on my phone at work. I bring it up so I can see how it works.
Yeah, cool. That's what's fun. Yeah. So after we take a look at more of that, yeah, we gotta see if we can do it again.
Yeah.
Righty.
Yeah, I'm game for whenever. So we just got to get 4 people that know their positions and play, and then I think it'll be a lot more fun. Well, plus we get off the tutorial.
Yeah.
Because this is the easy one, you know. It's like you have one little hard dot, and then they have 2 easies, and then 2 airplanes, and you go up to the airplanes, and the weather it becomes a factor. And if you're looking at the app, the waves are coming over the boat, you know, splashing around, and you got lightning. It's kind of cool. So,
I'll have to check that out.
All right, cool.
All right.
Check it out.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Okie doke. Have a good night, guys.